Hey everybody, what's up? This is Squeezy's World. Could be your world. Uh, Thank you for stopping by today. Appreciate it. Tuning in hits me from the heart. Appreciate it. I hope everybody had a great week. Had a great Friday night. Hope you didn't rain or storm wherever you were at, and that you had a chance to get out so far and enjoy. I hope today's going to be a good day wherever you're at too. And like I said, get outside if you can. If you can't, then you can't. But if you can, get on outside and take a look at the sky and air and all that good, smell some good stuff. It's good for the soul. All right, then I like to say what I talk about on this channel, in case you don't know already, is what interests me. It interests me, and then hopefully at some point it will interest you. I do realize that everything I talk about doesn't interest everybody. You can't please everybody. I try, but you can't. So I just talk about things that interest me, and I hope along the way, like I say, they interest you. Right now, some things that interest me is this, Golden Dome. Okay, it's a Star Wars initiative. What it was back when Ronald Reagan put the stuff out there, but they didn't have the technology. Now we do. They say they want to build this Golden Dome, which will protect this country from intercontinental ballistic missiles coming in from wherever. If you ask me, and if you ask me what I really thought about this, it's a good idea. I probably already have some of this implemented, and I just haven't said anything because, hence the word Space Force. They're not just create Space Force just for nothing. So they probably already have some of this already in place. We're talking satellites, high-powered particle lasers that can knock out a missile or several missiles at one time, each one. I'm sure there's several of them up there, just saying. We're going to have a missile system on the ground that can come up and also intercept. Yeah, it's part of the Golden Dome. So, it's just like the Iron Dome in Israel, but 100 times on steroids. And I believe, like I said, we already have some of this already made. Another thing that does kind of interest me is prophecy. We're living in the days of prophecy, and we can see it. The coming of the Antichrist is this far away. His system is being implemented all over the world right now. It's not quite ready for prime time yet, but it's getting there. And it's not that far away. A lot sooner than anybody expects. The Antichrist will be up on the scene and on his little pedestal very, very soon, a lot sooner than anybody thinks. It's not my word for it. Prophecy says so. You can look around and see the signs of the times. It says so. This country's, morals and stuff in this country and the morals around the world are at the point where it's time for him to get up on stage. We have major decay in the moral standards around this country for sure, and you can see it, or in around the world, you can see it. So best thing you can do is pray, that it comes easy when it does come. The 3 days of darkness, when that hits, when the glory of God comes down on this earth, man, people who are not one with the Lord could die standing there just looking at the sky from heart attacks because they will not be able to understand what they're saying, and it will scare them literally to death. Don't take my word for it. It's prophecy. Now, I may not be able to, speak exactly the way prophecy is because I'm not a greatest of speakers, but trust me, this has all been foretold a couple thousand years ago or better, and it's happening now. It's happening right now. Just walk out and watch, go down the streets and watch. Look what's going on in the cities all over America. What's going on in the colleges all over America, all over the world, all over the world. They don't, I don't have to say anymore. Just turn on the news. You can see what's going on everywhere around the world. It's terrible. And, people want to put Sharia law everywhere. People want to put Palestinian law everywhere. I'm just saying. It's something to think about. You have to think about that. You got to know what's in your heart. You have to trust this guy. You have to. If you don't, you're in for a world of deep kimchi. That's all I can say. The day of the Lord is coming. And there's nothing you and I, like say, if we wanted to stop it, it's not going to happen. Now, does Christ himself know when he's exact date and time of when he's coming? No, his Father hasn't told him yet. Because the time he tells him is when it happens. And then if you're not right with one, man, you're going to be in a world of deep kimchi. Just saying. So you got to get yourself right, you know. When you see nuclear bombs going off everywhere, you don't think it's going to be hell on earth? Yeah, it's going to be hell on earth. But those who are saved by the Lord, you don't have to worry about it. You know, you just won't. You either be here, you go up, be with him in the sky, as he said, tribulation, and take his people off the planet while the rest of the people suffer big time. You know, like I said, you don't have to believe me to know that it's true. Because when it happens, it's going to happen, and you're going to say, all these people out there who are talking the same thing, well, they were true, and you just didn't believe them. Well, I mean, it's up to you. You know, free will. It's up to you. You don't have to believe. But you do have to prepare. You have to prepare mentally. You do have to prepare. You know, it's a good thing to have food stores and water and medicine and stuff. It's a very good thing to have it. Don't go hog wild on it, but have enough. You know, have enough. The Lord will take care of those that are His. It is a fact. You know, you don't think the Lord would take care of His own people? You don't think He wouldn't? Why wouldn't He? Right now, things happen. You know, bad things happen to good people. Free will. You know, you have a right, and some things it's not. You know, it just happens. Like I said, bad things do happen to good people. It is what it is. But I'm just saying, pray, and pray that we actually maybe don't see these nuclear wars, you know, which is, you know, there's crap everywhere. There are signs of peace going around everywhere. We're not going to have peace. It's not going to be peace. We're never going to have the peace we once had 50 years ago, 30 years ago, 50, 40 years ago in this country, all around the world. You know, there's massive starvation going on around the planet. It's just, you know, it's just kind of, it's unbelievable to those, even me. You know, it's just unbelievable that such horrors would go on the planet. But to get back to my main thing, the Golden Dome, the Star Wars initiative is going to be full force. It's going to be rocking and rolling very, 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 very soon. And like I said, we probably already have parts of it already in place, because the Space Force wouldn't be doing this thing if some of this stuff weren't, because that's kind of one reason why they were here, or why they were created. So just saying, something to think about. Well, look, thanks for coming by. I know I've taken way too much of your time. I really appreciate it. All I can do is stay, you know, be safe, take care of yourself, read the Bible if you can, pray, and get on the right side. You know, if you're not on the right side, then it's at some point you'll take a knee and you'll wish you were on the right side. Just saying. So doesn't hurt to research it. You know, if you don't believe, it doesn't hurt to research it. You know, like I say, some people believe that Christianity is an oppressive religion. No, it's not really. What do you think of Islam? You don't think that's an oppressive religion? Think about it. They're trying to technically take over the world, and they want to force everybody into theirs. That's an oppressive religion to me. You know, I have my own religion. I don't want another religion. I'm not going to take another religion. It's just that simple. But you know what I mean, right? So, all right, then, hey, look, until next time, there's nothing but love for you. Thanks for stopping by. And until we meet again, we'll catch you later.